Yeah.
Tell us about the latest Christian freak out.
Sorry
to spoil the
Oh,
story.
wait.
Appropriate, ridiculous one.
This is going to be...
Oh, yes.
Is it?
Shit. Internet apologists say...
All right.
Oh.
There we go.
Well, this is going to be from, in transparency here, from Dead State, which is probably not an unbiased source.
What is Dead State? A slanted...
Yeah.
Well, is it at least factual?
I assume so.
Yeah. Well, if it's reporting on what they're saying,
Right.
probably, okay.
Christian pastor says the rise of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is a sign of the judgment of God.
AOC.
Okay.
What?
Like in a positive way?
Wait, okay, so the AOC being popular is what, like, a sign? A sign of the...
yes.
Are they talking about apocalypse?
No.
or-
It's
Well, this is...
they're not crazy. They're just talking about regular old God judgment,
this
not an
is-
end of everything.
Okay, yeah. That was a different article
Regular old
that I-
God judgment
that I
happens
didn't
all
go
the
with.
fucking time.
Yes, this is
apparently.
Pastor Rick Joyner, founder of Morningstar Ministries. It's not exactly a reliable source when it comes to interpreting modern-day events, whether they be political or natural.
Oh, God.
I've definitely heard of this guy.
Yes, when wildfires devastated California in 2018, Joyner didn't blame utility companies for playing a major role as investigations concluded. He blamed sin.
Of course he did.
Yeah, when the resurgence of white supremacist groups in America under President Trump became too prominent to ignore, he blamed former President Obama.
Can I just stop you for just a second?
Sure.
So he blamed sin for the wildfires.
Yes.
So
Fire is God.
okay, so God was angry at I'm going to assume the gays
It's
and
I would
California.
have to assume,
God's angry at the gays, so he instead of burning down the city that they live in, he burned down an adjacent forest.
Yep.
His aim is usually bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our thoughts and not prayers go out to everyone who's.
It's
house
because
burnt.
it's really Odin. He's only got the one eye. He's got really bad.
Oh, he's got really bad.
Yeah, that was actually his dominant eye that he lost. I knew that.
Yeah. I don't think there is a Norse god of fire, so that might be.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Well, he once also said that Christian prophets are more reliable disseminators of news than journalists.
Nope.
No.
No.
So one doesn't need to wonder how he views Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the latest Democratic figure to be used as scare propaganda for conservatives, and it isn't just her alleged socialistic tendencies that make Joyner see her as a problem. In a video posted to his Facebook page this Monday, Joyner lamented that America is now being led by capricious children.
I mean,
which is a sign of God's judgment.
So
he cyberstalks her.
So with just those words, sorry, I'm going to let you finish before I take this on a hard left turn.
Oh, that's okay. According to Joyner, AOC's popularity is simply a fulfillment of biblical prophecy. The Bible talks about in Isaiah when we start calling good evil and evil good and honoring the dishonorable and dishonorable and dishonoring the honorable. Right.
What the
honoring the dishonorable and dishonoring the honorable. Right.
Okay.
Which we're doing now as a country. Do you know what the consequences for doing that is? The judgment of God that would come upon the countries that would do that? Capricious children will be your leaders, he said in a video flagged by Right Wing Watch.
What the consequences are is what the word he needed there.
But
sorry, not to be that
such
guy.
an adorable and cute as hell consequence, I must say.
As a consequence that I personally just adore, yes.
Oh, boy.
Can we get more consequences?
Yeah, I'd like another. I'd like another consequence, please.
She's a freaking scientist, so it's like awesome.
Yeah. I actually didn't know that about her.
What's not to be? What's not to?
You mean you pronounce Satanist wrong?
Yeah.
What's the
right?
difference?
Satanist, scientist, which...
Those are both people that learn from not the Bible. So is there really a difference except for Ken Ham to them? So what I will say is the article said her socialistic tendencies. I was pretty sure that she identified. I was pretty sure that her political ideology was. Am I just confusing her with Bernie? Because I know Bernie's a democratic socialist. Is she not also just?
She seems to be pretty socialist. Yeah, and democratic socialist.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know whether she uses those.
She's behind the Green New Deal and all that stuff.
She started as
her.
I don't know if we need to really nitpick policy and all that.
I just
when it comes to this guy, because I don't think he knows any of that.
Right.
So.
Well, that was the publication commenting that they target her for socialistic tendencies.
Gotcha.
And it might just be that she's a.
Capricious.
I mean, socialists, I suppose, do have tendencies to do what they believe is right. Darn it.
The fact that she dances, I guess, is what makes her capricious, right?
What I will say is I can almost agree with I think that I can generally agree with the term our country is ruled by capricious children because I'm just thinking of different members of our government.
Capricious child, yeah.
Oh, have you looked at the cabinet? It's also not great.
I mean...
Let me bring you some bad news on top of this sort of funny perspective.
Well, I've got another little article here saying Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the 28-year-old who defeated powerful House Democrat, has an asteroid named after her.
Huh.
Was
really?
that
Here's
before
why.
or after?
Yes, the orbit of asteroid 23238 Ocasio-Cortez, named after her.
Well, guess
Really?
what? I've
was
got one
discovered
named after me
in 2007. Huh?
Said I've got a star or an asteroid or something named after me too.
Well, no. So there's lots of companies that'll sell you a certificate that says that something's named.
No, this is not that.
Yeah, it's like, what? Who named it? Do you know? Whatever. This is the least interesting part of the story.
It really is.
What's the official vote on the naming of the asteroid? What I will say is, it is amazing to me that it's actually not because they don't think critically. But as far as judgment from God goes, I think I've said it before. I'm not sure whether on the air. They have it completely backwards because the rash of giant and destructive hurricanes that hit states that voted largely for Trump. Katrina happened in the immediate aftermath of the election of George W. Bush. You shouldn't. But if you're going to interpret, natural events that are super bad are judgment from God, you're doing that wrong, clearly. Additionally, there are two only American eclipses of the sun. One of them we already have, and one of them is after 2020, which if you believe in prophecy and don't like Trump, you're doomed. But the first one started in the southeast and goes to the northwest, and that is the only line of complete eclipse. And the other one starts in the northeast and goes to the southwest. I think I said southwest the first time. So it goes southeast, northwest, northeast, southwest, which forms a giant X over the U.S. So if you're really going to be like, natural events are Jesus, then I'm ranting because they're bad at their own thing. So if I can beat you at your stupid game, then play it better.
Going back to the original story.
I'm going to make up some numerology.
Ocasio-Cortez is somehow a sign of the apocalypse.
Yes.
No, I think I jumped to that.
Yeah. She's the fulfillment of prophecy.
Fulfillment of biblical prophecies. Countries that do not...
That's not a prophecy.
Countries that turn good and evil on their heads get ruled by capricious children. That's the punishment.
Well, I wouldn't consider her capricious.
No.
He made that up. That's not in the Bible.
Also, she's not a child, so, fuck you.
God.
This guy's ageist.
Yeah, I will say that. There's all the a 17-year-old doing political movements. Either they're too young, they can't do anything. And I'm like, look, just
They're
'cause
doing more than you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just because you were stoned all the time when you were 17 or had no motivation doesn't mean that this guy doesn't.
It's just a way of writing.
Or gal.
No, it's just a way of writing
Ocasio.
people off because you can't actually counter their substantive points.
Well, her laser-like focused questioning of Cohen showed everyone else in the room up, and so it's like, no, she's on top.
Yeah, she's